Hello friends, now we are going to see how to configure an IEC61850 file for an SEL relay. So right now for making this one you need a tool called Accelerator Architect. This is the tool name, and you after installing this tool you have to update your architect tool with the help of cell compass, so that you can get the newer versions of your newer versions of newer version file of your relays. So just now I'm opening this tool by double clicking in its icon. So the tool is getting open. So if you see that here in the left corner you can add the relays, how much it is required, and here is the project properties, and here is the IED Padlet window, and this is for your information window. So in this, if you see, this IED Padlet is nothing but like a template file. It has many SEL relay templates, for example SEL2411 and many templates as you are seeing. So today we can take any one SEL relay and we can make the configuration. We can see how to make the configuration. So for your reference I am just taking SEL451 for the today's class. Just double click on it, and you will get a pop-up window like IED properties. In this you have to select the which version you are using in your IEDs. It has to be selected by the firmware of by matching the firmware of the IEDs. So just click, I am just selecting the newer version and click on OK. Just click on OK with the direct with the normal security, so that here your IED will get added. In this, first we have to set the IED name for the relay. So to set the IED name, just click on it and right click and rename the IED. If you are clicking here, you will get the, you have to add the IED name for the relay. So I am just adding the IED name. I am giving like CU SCL451 VCU and just clicking OK, so that here the name will get changed. Now you have to set the IP address of the relay here. So I am just setting the IP address 168.10.1. So this is my IP address of the particular IED, and here you have to type the subnet mask, and after that here you have to give the gateway address if it is available. I am just giving some gateway address. Okay, and after that we can see about the dataset configuration. Just click on the dataset tab here. If you are seeing now, Cell has already provided some default dataset for your reference. So it will, this datasets include every variable of SEL relay in that particular relay, and this is the report control block. In the usually when we are doing when we are configuring, we will not take this much of datasets, so that we have to delete this dataset. So if you see here, it is showing an error that it was already added in report control block. So now what I am going to do is, I am just removing this datasets from the report control block. So just go to here and double click and deselect this datasets. Probably if you see that SEL relays will support 7 buffered report control block and 7 unbuffered report control blocks. So first deselect everything so that you can delete the existing datasets, because existing datasets will contain every variables, so that that will affect your system. by creating a traffic, so that we are creating only the required variables which we require. If you see here, I have removed every data set from the report control block, so that I will delete the data sets. Okay, this was added in the goose transmission. Make it go here and delete it. Okay, now we are going to create a new data set. For that, just click on new, and after that here you can give some name like status signals. So in this you can give a description for your reference. This just giving for the reference description. So if you come here, you can see a tab called functional constraint. So in this, if you click here, you can find status, measurements, control, many tabs. So right now we are creating a data set for the status signals. So I am just selecting the status information, and then you can see the logical nodes here. So I am just selecting the input variables. This is the input variables of the first card in SCL451. This you can get the information from the SCL451 manual, or whichever relay you are using. From that manual you can collect the data. So in this I am taking the inputs. In this you can add how much data points you need to your project. You can add that much. Here you can see one star symbol. This star symbol denotes that inside this variable you are having some data attributes. For example, we have added the total input 3, indication 3. That means it has the status value, quality and time also, so that it is coming as a star here. Suppose if you are adding, you can add as an individual status variable also. I will show you. This one I did that. So I am adding the individual status variable, so that you can see there is no star symbol here. That means there is no subordinate variables for this data point. And after that I am just adding the breaker point. It has a 2 breaker system also. So right now I am adding only 1 breaker and some disconnector. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, these are the disconnectors and breaker. So just click on OK, and after that I am creating one data set for the measurements. These are the measurement signals. For selecting the measurement signals, you have to select the measurements here, and after that you can find the variables for the measurement here. This is for ampere, that means current, phase voltage, hertz, and megawatt, power factor, like this. Whichever input you require, you can add like this and click on OK. So right now we created two data set. In this we can add one goose data set also. Just click on new, just give goose, publish. Okay, in this I am adding some user configurable variables, that means PSV. It is in cell, it is called as protection cell variable. So just go to, usually we will take only status value for the goose signals, so I am adding only the status values. And also you can use ASV also. This also user configurable variable, that means you can configure this variable for any signal using another tool called quickset, that we can see in the next video how to configure. Okay, these are the goose signals. Just I am clicking OK. Then we have created right now the data set. So now we are going to create a report control block for this data sets. Okay, right now I am adding the status point in the buffered report control block. Just you have to double click on it and come to this data set tab. Just click on this one and select the status, the data set which you need in the buffered report control block. I am just selecting here. For me, 5 buffered report control block is enough, so that I am deleting 6 and 7. It is required as per our project design. Then measurements I am adding in the unbuffered reports. So here also 5 is enough for me, but cell can support 7 buffered and 7 unbuffered. Okay, after this one I am adding some goose transmit block also. Already we have some goose transmit block. In that I am assigning the data set which we created for the goose messages. So in this goose publish, this was the data set which we created for the goose messages. And also here you can assign the goose ID CL451 underscore BC, and here you can give the VLAN ID and app ID if you need to set as a manual, or otherwise make with the default options. Just click on OK. Then here is the deadband tab. In this you can modify your deadbands according to your requirement for the analog values. So you can put some deadbands here as per your requirement. You can put your deadbands here. Okay, okay, this is about how to make an 61850 file for a SCL relay, SCL451 relay. Now we are seeing, and after completing this one, you have to send this file to the relay. That means how we have to send means just right click on here and click on send CID, and here you have to put your IP address and the username and password. This username and password will be provided by SCL, and then you have to put that username and password and click next. Then it will this 61850 file will be loaded into the SCL relay. Right now I am not connected with the relay, so I am just making cancel. Okay, right now we have seen the only how to make an 650 file. Now we can see how to add a goose messages. That means how to add goose receive messages. That is simple thing. I am just creating one more IED to transmit the goose message between the two IEDs. For that I am just copying it and pasting it. Goose subscription, no. For this I am giving some other name, some other IP and different name. You can see this is BCU and this is BCU1. We have right now I have copied the first IED to second IED so that I no need to configure any data sets, because all the things which was in the previous BCU, it was copied to the second one. If you have some other relays, you have to do it the procedure which I have said before. In this you give the goose ID as a different one, so that for troubleshooting purpose it will be good for you. Okay, this is the thing. And now you have to click the goose receive tab. It will show you, that means we are in the BCU1 and it will show the other IEDs which was added in this project, which contains goose published dataset. Okay, in this project we have two IEDs only. The first IED is containing the goose published dataset as we created, so that it is showing in the goose receive block. Now you can see the data points which we have added in the goose dataset. In this, just simple thing, you have to select the status value and click and drag to the virtual bit. This is called the virtual bit 1 2 3 4 like, and this virtual bit is the goose receive point of the first BC1 relay. Okay, so this data points from the SCL451 BCU, and this part is belongs to SCL451 BCU1. Okay, so don't confuse it. Just click which signal you require. You just click and drag it and drop here at the point which you required. Okay, that's it about the goose configuration also. And don't forget to save your file. SCL and just save it. Okay, so that your project is ready, and I hope you all get understand. Thank you.